Now, in life, there's two main things that you can kind of define life in. You could say there's order or there's chaos. Now, order could be defined as your you know what you're going to do tomorrow. You know what you're going to have for breakfast tomorrow. Let's say. Chaos. Now, I'm not saying freaking World War IV, but I am saying chaos could be not knowing what you're going to eat tomorrow. As little as that. So these play into a bigger picture. It's not going to be like, oh, I need to know what I'm eating for breakfast tomorrow. No, that's not the point. But this goes much deeper. Because if you attempt to define the unknown being anything, well, you just don't know. You're not sure of. You might be even scared. If you attempt to define that, what's going to happen? Well, it's going to help you define the chaos. And if you know what the chaos is, then what can you do? I feel like I'm a teacher right now. But what can you do if you define the chaos? You can transform it into order. Now, these terms are taken from Jordan Peterson, his book 12 Rules of Life, both of them, two of them. I actually have it by my bedside right now. I'm almost done with it. Yeah, 12 Rules of Life. That's probably backwards for you guys, but that. And I think he defines it quite well. But why take this step? Why take this step and attempt to define the chaos? It's much easier just living in the order, right? Why just go out? Why go out past your village into the cold, dark place where there might be zombies? Right? Well, because it reflects much of who your inner values are as a person. Your chaos, one big thing is your subconscious desires. That's chaos. And attempting to define unknowns can help define what your subconscious desires are. It can help you own your darkest desires. And for a person to own the darkest desires is for them to be a very developed, very well-knowing, wise man. And this takes a very long time to do, because you got to look at yourself and you got to be like, yeah, I'm not a good communicator. In fact, I'm bad at it, and I've messed up a ton of relationships because of it. I've lost a ton of relationships because I'm a bad communicator. But it takes balls for you to say that, because then you place the blame for this chaos onto yourself. You bring it upon yourself to find order in this chaos. Now, there's a much greater reward in defining this chaos, because if you define the unknown, now you define your desires. Once you find the roots of these desires, say you really want a big house, and maybe that's because your friend has a big house, and your dad grew up in a really small house, and he said he would always talk about, oh, I want a big house, big house. If you define this, well, now you know what's causing that. And it's like taking one hand from the steering wheel and putting both hands on it. Yeah, you got more control and you get more range of motion, where to go. And you can steer your life literally wherever you want it to. The more you define, say, okay, what's gonna happen if I steal this car right now? Let's say I'm gonna steal someone's car, and I try it. I get arrested. I get put under the jail, and well, now you know what happens if you try to steal a car. And this will help you express yourself as well, because it brings you values. Like, for example, for me, I'll give a personal anecdote. I never considered myself much of a party person. I would always tell people, man, I can't make it at the party, man. I'm just give random excuses because I didn't want to go to the party. My ideal weekend relaxing is just staying home, just watching some random show, something like that. But then I realized, when's the last time I ever been to a party? And I counted, I was like, I haven't been to a party in years. I can't remember the last party I've been to. So one random day, I just decided, next time someone invites me to a party, I'm gonna go. So I went to that party, and it was quite fun. Still, I will say it's out of my comfort zone. But a lot of good things happened at that party. I strengthened my bonds with my friends because I knew that there's a lot of people that I didn't know that they knew. They could have just chilled there one with them, but nah. They knew I didn't know any of them, so they'd stay with me. For example, that's one of the things I learned from there. I defined as unknown. Unknown in this case would be my friend's strength of our relationship, I guess. Unknown could be is literally stuff you don't know, which is why it's so incredibly hard to put this into tangible terms. You don't know what you're gonna discover. If you aim out going outside for a bowl of mac and cheese, you might pick up a freaking breadstick on the way. Now that sounded really random, but that's what it is. That's what the unknown is. If you go out setting to do something, anything, literally anything, it could be trying to get a friggin' A+ in calculus. And this could lead to you discovering your passion for such a math where you never discovered it before because you just didn't like studying. And you basically just looked at the test and you already knew. Let's say a smarty pants or something. So you never realized how fun the test was. I mean, the material was. And now you discovered that, which leads to my next connection is your purpose. If you attempt to define the unknown consistently, not saying every single day, once a month, once a week, perhaps, you will discover your true purpose much, much quicker than other people. And I'm saying this as if many people have really discovered their true purpose, which they probably haven't. They might have discovered their more shallow desires, I want to educate people. I'll start a YouTube channel. Let's say I want to sell my product to people, make a business. These shallow desires, they don't lead to the true one. Maybe this true desire and the purpose is I want to help other people. And maybe you start doing building freaking wells in Africa. I don't know. This life is crazy. It could take you anywhere. And I think step one is to define the unknown. I'm gonna finish this video off on a little personal anecdote. Because this week I've been having a lot of trouble. School was relatively very easy this week. I had Monday off, so already 4-day week. And then Wednesday was a half day, I believe. I went out with my friends, played some volleyball, super fun. But still, there's something bugging me internally. I didn't know what it was. I genuinely could not place my hand on it. So what did I do? I started just trying to define any unknowns. I saw obviously you're never gonna define every single unknown, but my point was to define more unknowns. I felt again, that one hand was on the steering wheel, the other hand just went off. I was on the path, but I was just shaking more than I liked. I revised my routine, taking cold showers every day. Ice bath, I hadn't been doing. Okay, yeah, maybe it could be that. But yesterday, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, so Thursday, I just was like so stressed out. It was a very easy day, and I just finished my leg workout, very good workout, and I was still super stressed. I didn't know, my mood was off, everything was off. It felt like I was on a friggin' period, dude. So I just went outside, sat, complete silence. And I feel like this was an effort to define the unknown of my brain. Because now thoughts, I could think about anything I wanted. No phone. I wasn't using my phone, wasn't scrolling freaking Instagram. None of that. Now this effort to define the unknown could be as simple as I described here. It could be like philosophical. It could be physical. You're defining the unknowns of your personal limit, running an ultra marathon. Let's say that. But going back to what I'm talking about is I just sat out here for maybe 14 minutes. 15 minutes, 14 minutes, something like that. And I honestly don't remember what I was thinking about. But I came back inside. I felt much more grounded. Now, today, which is the day after, I was continuing on this path of discovering the unknowns and just defining them. For example, let's say, oh, where'd my charger go? I think I asked like my mom or something about where something went, and there's an unknown. I found my freaking, I don't know, let's say it was a ball from like 5 years ago, bouncy ball. I found that. There's an unknown where that ball is. And other unknowns, like it's very hard to think of it because it's an unknown. You don't know yet. You gotta go set out on this journey to achieve something. Even if you don't know it yet, there's many things that we know that are inherently good. Like, let's say working out. I would say that's inherently good. Maybe you set a routine so you can like water your future self as if you're a plant. And you force yourself to work out every single day. What is this doing? Don't know. But maybe on the way, you'll find a gym bro who turns out to be your best friend, gets you out of a deep depression. Now, it sounds really specific, but it's unknown. And I hope, as philosophical as this video is, I really hope it helped you guys. I hope you guys took something away from this video. Because honestly, I'm still wondering what I'm taking away from this video. This probably is the most philosophical video I've ever done, but it's something new for sure. And yeah, trial is simply growth. And you have to define unknowns as much as you can, leading to a more purpose-driven, authentic life coming from the heart. Anyways, I think that's enough philosophy for one day. And I'll probably upload a 75 hard video, like what I learned from it. That was a big journey, and it came with many discoverings of many unknowns. Anyways, I think I'll attach a video somewhere here, somewhere there, that you guys will probably like if you finish the video. And I'm very grateful if you've come this far into this video. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.